Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. We're back here with another one. And, it's your girl, Tally Cigarelli. And I'm just happy to be back. I think I took like a 3 week break because I think I got sick, but it wasn't no COVID. And, when you just get sick, it just gets you off your rhythm and then you're not feeling like yourself, and then you get tired, and then you get a little lazy after. But I say, you know what, I gotta make it back here because like this is like my thing, and I love doing these videos. I love being out here making a difference, helping people, and this is truly a passion of mine. So I'm just happy to be back. Happy New Year again. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope the new year went well for you guys. I hope we're sticking to our goals and our dreams and everything that we set to accomplish this year. I hope we're going strong, even though it's only 8 days into the New Year's. Even though, stay strong, and whatever you envision for this year, whatever you have planned for this year, know that you are more than able to do it if you just have the mindset that you can do this, that you can make this happen. It will be done. Just stay strong and don't give up. Don't give up on nothing, because as long as you stay committed to what you want to do, eventually you will see it come into fruition. And I truly believe that in my life as well. That's what I live by, okay? I live by the mindset. It's all about what you think here. It's about what you think you can accomplish, what you think you could do. It doesn't matter what nobody else has to say, all right? So today I wanted to talk to you guys, since, with the new year and all, I just did a quick reflection of last year, of things that took place. It's good to like kind of go over, the things that you've been through, and, just to think about it, to meditate on it, and just like, learn from it, and grab the wisdom, the last bit of wisdom, the last bit of knowledge that you can obtain from it before you forgive yourself and let it go. Just pour out, so to get ready for what's coming up ahead. And that's exactly what I did, and I just want to share it with you guys. So you're gonna see me looking down, but I did write about 10 things that 2021 taught me. And I wanna share it with you guys because I feel like it's really important. And it was hard lessons, and at the time it didn't feel good. I feel like I'm still, even as I'm, speaking, I'm learning these things are getting implanted in me. It still causes some discomfort because I'm still processing it, you understand? But as I said, as I learn these things, I do want to share it with you all. So here we go. So the first thing I wrote is, it's up to you to make it happen. Nobody else can make it happen for you. And that is a very deep life lesson that, it's not even just about 2021, but it's just for people living their lives as a whole. Whatever you want to see happen in your life, whatever you want to see come into fruition, it's up to you to make it happen. There will be people along the way that will invest in you, that will bless you, that will prosper you. But as in making it happen for yourself, believing that you can do it and making it happen for yourself, that is completely up to you. A lot of the times we think that something's coming, or we're waiting on something to happen, or somebody to make something happen for us. But at the end of the day, God has given us the ability and the gifts within us to make things happen for ourselves. And even the mind is the strongest tool. Just believing and manifesting what you want is the strongest tool you could have. So as long as you have the mindset to make things happen, and you have the fortitude, the commitment, the consistency, it will happen for you. But I just wanted to tell people, do not get stuck in thinking that something is coming, like you need a sign or something is coming, someone is coming that's gonna get you going. No, it's up to you to get yourself going, to walk that walk of faith, to put that one foot in front of the other to make it happen. And that brings me to my second point. Nobody's coming to save you. Jesus already saved us 2,000 plus years ago on the cross. So that means, all our sin, everything that, was against us, every, spiritual darkness, wickedness, all of that, he defeated it on the cross. All right. So he saved us in that way. And that was the biggest thing anything could ever done for us, that it was finished when Jesus Christ did it for us, and that's all we needed. We don't need nothing else but to know that in Jesus Christ, we have the victory. Okay. I didn't mean to start preaching right now, but I just feel it in my belly to say that in Jesus Christ, we have the victory. And if people who are believers, I understand that some people on this channel may not be believers, but if you are a believer, I just want to tell you that you have the victory because the Holy Spirit lives inside you, because of your belief in what Jesus Christ did for us, that blood, that what he did for us. Because of that, you are more than able to accomplish and conquer anything you want to do in your life. The Bible says, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. So that means whatever comes up against you in this world, you have to know that greater is he that lives inside of you. And that's on period. So when we say that when I say that nobody's coming to save you, I'm thinking that we're a lot of the times, and I went through this, we're sitting in our problems, whatever our problems might be, emotional, financial, whatever they might be, we're sitting in our problems and we're thinking some kind of, I don't want to say miracle. I was about to say miracle. I believe in miracles. Let me just say that. I believe in miracles. But when I'm talking about when we're waiting for literal, like a suitcase of money to fall out of the sky to rescue us from our issues, God has his ways in which he works. You know what I'm saying? He will send a man to prosper you. He will send people to bless you. Yes, I understand that. But it's gonna be just a little bit short of logical. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's going to be completely logical the way God shows up for you, but it's going to be a little bit short of it. So it's not going to be completely, but it's going to be almost there. You know what I'm saying? So we're waiting for money to fall out of the sky. We're waiting for our life to change overnight. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen for some people, but a miracle is something that's needed when someone is in desperation. You understand that someone is desperate for this miracle. Someone really needs it. God to show up for them, and God will show up for them. But for the rest of us God has given us, or the people who are in a season and God has given us the ability, the gifts, the belief, the faith to truly work on these issues that we have and go through this trial and tribulation and persevere and endure, because that's a lot of what God is trying to do with us. He's trying to get us to persevere and endure, and he has given us the strength to do so. That's exactly what we need to do. We need to stop waiting for somebody to show up and save us. If someone does show up and save us along the way, that is great. But while we in it right now, we can't give up. We can't give up. We can't, you know what? I'm a crier, all right? Shout out to all the criers there. But I'm going to cry for a little bit, and then I'm going to go handle my business, And there's nothing wrong with crying. Crying is like a release. It's a release of the pain, the struggle, everything in your heart. And that's why a lot of people, they're like backed up and they're full of anger and bitterness and unforgiveness, is because they don't allow themselves to cry. But that's another topic. But for me, I'm going to cry and I'm going to get back to my business and handle what I got to handle, because I know that with God has given me the strength to handle what I need to handle. And I'm not going to wait for people to save me. I'm going to understand that the God that I serve orders my steps, and he is more than able. And because he is more than able, that makes me more than able, if you understand what I'm saying. 3, I said, if you don't realize the times time and opportunity will pass you by. So while you're sitting up there and you're crying and you're not taking any action, and you're waiting for somebody to come save you, you're not realizing that the time is now. Like, with the pressure that you're feeling, with all the hardship, the trials that you're going through, the time is now. The time is now. This is the time, because the pressure means that there's growth coming. Pressure means that there's another level that God is trying to take you to. So with that pressure, that's going to let you know that the time is now. That whatever you need to do in this season, whatever God has called you to do, whatever passion, purpose, business that He placed on your heart, this is the time to start looking into things, to create whatever that you feel like you're called to do, whatever passion that God puts you on this earth to do. So when you see that there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of things going on around you, and I'm experiencing this right now, understand that the time is now for you to rise to the occasion, and now not allow things to shrink you back and get you into a hole and get you into a dark hole and for you to just give up on life. No, the time is now for you to persevere, to endure, to get to that next level, to start whatever it is that God has called you to do. All right. So realize the time. If you don't realize the time, that opportunity is going to pass you by. And then you got to wait until the next season where God has ordained for you to step into it. And God's going to keep coming around and be like, and say, okay, this is the time. This is the time. But if you miss it, you're just going to have to wait to that next go around. And it becomes like a cycle, you know, and I've noticed that in my life. I do have cycles of things. And the only reason you have cycles is because you're not realizing the time to break out of that cycle, the time to go, the time to launch off and go. And it's important that you realize it so you don't keep allowing that opportunity that God is trying to use to grow you, to bring you to the next level. It's important to recognize that so you can break out of that cycle. All right. And number 4, the pressures, discomforts, trials, and hardships don't completely go away ever. Wow. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, it's gonna be hard every day, all day, every day. And, you know, the pressure, there are gonna be seasons of peace. There's seasons of war and there's seasons of peace. So there definitely are gonna be seasons of peace in your life. I'm not saying that everything is gonna be 100%, everything is gonna work out properly, but in that season, you know, the things that are not working out, you know, it's manageable. You can handle it. And then God gives you peace. But what you really want is for God to give you peace in and out of season, in times of war, in times of peace. When you're going through it, the only thing that keeps me sane, the only thing that keeps me from not going into depression is because God has given me peace. You understand? So what this peace looks like, it doesn't mean that I don't get down. It doesn't mean that I don't get, you know, mad. You know, it doesn't mean that. It just means that I always have a hope in my heart. I always have a hope in my heart. I always know my future is going to be better. And then I even go as far to be like, even though that I'm in this trial and tribulation right now, I still want to enjoy this time and enjoy this season that I am in, because this day, this time, it'll never be this time again. I'll never find this time again. I'll never be in this season again. I'll never have this day again. This is the last day that not the last day that I have, but this is the last time I'm going to be in this moment. So enjoy this moment. Whatever season that is, I need to enjoy this moment, even with the trials, even with the hardship. I need to enjoy it. And what I'm saying is about these hardships and pressures, things that you have to do, appointments, time, they don't completely go away, but it's up to you to learn how to manage these things better and not let them overtake you and get you down, but continue to be on some kind of rhythm with it that you'll be able to handle, you know. And I'm still learning this, so don't get me wrong, I'm still learning how to, you know, handle and rock with the boat. You know, the boat is rocking, but hey, I'm gonna rock with it. It is what it is. I remember a couple years ago, I I might post this video, I might not. But a couple years ago, I did something that I've always wanted to do, and that's ride the bull. You know, the fake bull that people ride, and then they go crazy with you, and people really try to, the person who's controlling it is trying to get you to fall off the bull. Yeah, so I finally got to ride it at the fair. And you know, I stayed on the bull for a pretty long time. I think I was like a couple seconds to winning. And what I learned is the bull is going crazy with you, but as I'm on it, as long as you learn how to ride the bull, you know, you move your body with how it goes. You feel me? It dip with you, you dip with it. It go back with you, it go to the side with you, it go to the other side. You ride the bull. You hold. What I did was, my technique was, I held tight. I clenched the bull tight with my thighs so I could have like a firm grip on it. And then wherever the bull took me to, I was riding with the bull. And that's how I was able to stay on the bull as long as I could. So what that tells me is, with everything, what I said, the pressures, the discomforts, the trials, the hardships, with everything that comes along with life, you have to learn how to get a firm grip on it, however that firm grip looks to you, and then you have to learn how to ride with it, move your body with it. You feel me? You have to be a little flexible. You got to be a little adjustable. You got to be a little adaptable. You got to learn how to ride with it. And that's exactly what, you know, we need to do, what I'm learning how to do, and what I want you to learn how to do. 5, nobody or nothing is perfect. You know, we say that all the time, like we know that. And then when we find out someone has some imperfections that we love or we look up to, we're hurt. Or, you know, nothing, like an opportunity that comes to you, or, you know, something that comes to you that you really had like admired a lot, and you find out, listen, this person is not perfect, or this opportunity, even though I really wanted it, there's some things in it that I really don't like about it. We have to understand that nothing and no one is perfect. The only thing that is perfect is God. So just like the kind of analogy that I made with with riding the bull, this is how you have to be with things and people that you believe in. Hey, friends, they're not always gonna live up to your standard. They're not always gonna you're not always gonna get along with them. You're not always gonna feel the vibe with them. You know, even other people in your life, you know, your mom, your dad, you know, your pastors, your leaders, you're not always gonna vibe with them all the time, but you have to you want to look for the best in that person. And you want to be able to meet them wherever they at, whatever ups and downs they're going through. You have to be the person. If you have deemed that this person is a good person overall, then you should be able to understand their shortcomings and just ride with them. Just ride with them. There's some seasons that you guys are clicking, you guys are vibing, and there's some seasons, you know, there's a little bit of distance. But as long as you already discern that this person is a good person, God placed this person in your life for a reason, then you just understand, or God placed that opportunity in your life for a reason, just understand and ride with it. Just like you riding a bull, ride with it. Number 7, being you will make other people uncomfortable. Let me tell you, but I always knew this, and this is why I've always hidden a piece of myself. I've always hidden a shell of myself. And that's because I didn't understand what's inside me. I can't say that. I didn't always understand what I've had inside of me. I can't say that. Even right now, as I speak to you, I don't understand the full capacity of the gifts that God has placed inside of me. I don't understand it. And sometimes it even scares me sometimes, because it's like, you know, people tell me and they prophesy and they say, like, it's serious. Like, they say what I have in me to give out to the world is serious. And I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I have like a fight all the time. You know what I'm saying? Things come up against me to try to stop me from going to where I need to be. But what I'm saying is that when you start stepping into your purpose, and when you start living out, you know, the things that God has given you. And for me, it's these videos, you know, the start of it for me is these videos. I'm literally posting, you know, my ideas, my thoughts that people may not agree with me, that people may not agree with. And the thing about me is I don't really care if other people who don't know me don't agree with me, you know, and I'm willing to debate it out in the comments. No, I don't want to debate with nobody right now, but I'm willing to talk it out and debate it out, because if you know me, that's what kind of person I am. But what hurts me is when people closest to me don't agree with me, and when they like feel some type of way, and they, you know, and then you go around them and you could tell like they feeling some type of way. Yeah, those things hurt me. So I'm just gonna have to come out of that, because this is the first step in walking into what God has called me to do. So I can't be worrying about how other people feel about this. Like, people feel like, you know, maybe, you know, I'm not the right person to be up here speaking to people about the things that I speak about. But hey, there's nothing I can do. You feel me? I'm the one who had the revelation. I'm the one who had the revelation with God, you know, who had the alone time with God. And he's the one who told me, go ahead, keep doing these videos. So what's it to you? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what you think. I'm sorry. And I said, I just want to stay on top of here. Being you will make you make other people uncomfortable. I see that the more I start to grow into myself, the more I start to be myself, the more I start to let it go and open up and be who God called me to be comfortable. I see how other people maybe not able to receive that. They don't like that. You know, the other side of Tally, where Tally was quiet and just let things go and was a little bit more, I would say, passive aggressive, that side worked better for them. But the side of Tally that speaks up and let people know what it is and what she's going for and what she's not going for, that side that has always been in me, you know what I'm saying? That side, it makes people they tread lightly, and it makes people uncomfortable. But if they get uncomfortable now, what the future holds, you know, like, you're gonna be really uncomfortable. Like, you're not even gonna be cool with me, but it's okay. 8, God speaks in different ways. My God. A sister of mine confirmed it last night at her event. She was like, God is speaking to you, and he's speaking to you left and right. And I'm like, yes, girl. God is literally speaking to me left and right. But I could be in the car, you know, I drive Uber sometimes, and God just starts speaking to me in the car. And the way I know God speaks to me is my heart it feels like it's burning. My heart is on fire. It feels like it's burning. And I just get emotional, because when God speaks to me, it's full of love and acceptance that you cannot find anywhere else. I can't find this love and acceptance anywhere else. But the only person I find it in is God. And when he speaks to me, it's full of that. Even though what he's saying is not, you know, really on the topic of how much he loves me, you know, but when he speaks to me, the love is in the words. The love is in whatever he's saying. The love is in the presence. The love is in the spirit. But he's talking about how I need to do this and I need to do that. And I understand that it's perfect intentions. It's perfect intentions. So I can listen to this voice because it's perfect intentions. And it says God speaks in different ways. I had a video about God speaking through my nails. You could go back and watch it. It's a video you'll see. You'll see me having these crazy ghetto nails. And I'm like this. I don't have no nails right now, but I'm about to get my nails done. Leave me alone. And then, yeah, so God spoke to me about those nails. I'm not saying through the nails, but about those nails. Like, he used the nails to make some kind of analogy comparison with me. And I'm telling you, it was so powerful. So look for different ways that God speaks. God doesn't speak to everybody the same way. And I can't believe I'm saying that, because my pastors used to tell me that. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't hear the voice. I can't hear the voice. But child, I'm hearing that voice, and that voice is speaking, and it's the greatest, most powerful thing in my life, bro. If you're not listening, if you're not hearing the voice of God, trust me, you want to hear the voice of God. And he speaks in different ways. He could speak to you through a sign, a billboard, anything you see that catches your attention that you're going to understand. He's going to just start speaking and depositing things into your spirit and your soul. And it's going to be overwhelming. You're going to be able to handle it, but it's going to be so overwhelming because he's so full of love. He's so full of love. And that's the most amazing thing. The number one most amazing thing in my life. Okay, the number one. I don't care how much money I make. I don't care how successful in business I am. I don't care what kind of heights I lead to. That voice of God surpasses all things. God speaks. He speaks differently. Learn how God speaks to you. You need to hear the voice of God. That's it. Now, I'm trying to make this video not long, so here we go. Voice. I said voice. You see that? I'm still thinking about that voice. Number 9. If you genuinely like something, it won't matter what anyone else thinks. Amen. And that's what God was telling me through those nails. Those nails, I'll say it for you, they were super ghetto. Yes, they was. And I can't wait to get another set just like that. That set is about $125. And you know, you got a tip on it, you know what I'm saying? So that's it. So I'm not gonna get that set all the time until I start, even if I started making more money, I'm still not gonna get that set all the time because them nails is long. And I'm not saying it was so hard for me to do things, but it did take me longer to do things. So that's not an everyday set for me. An everyday set for me, if you know me, you know it's like my little pink and white set, boom, with the diamonds, boom. You feel me? But that set, I'm gonna get it, you know, like on my birthday, time to time, definitely gonna get a set like that. So what he was telling me through that set is, even though it was super ghetto, it doesn't, and you like that set so much. I'm telling you, no one could tell me nothing about that nail set. No one could tell me nothing. Like I said, go back to the other video, you're gonna see the nails in the little pic. You know what I'm saying? The thumbnail. I'm a YouTuber now. I gotta get this right. The thumbnail. So you're gonna see that, and I don't care how ghetto those nails were, bro. I really like them. So what God was telling me through those nails is, whatever you do in your life, whatever you do in your life, my God, whatever you do in your life, if it connects with your purpose, your passion, it doesn't matter what nobody thinks, and it won't matter to you what nobody thinks. So make sure everything in your life is connected with your purpose, your passion, and your mindset, your morals. Woo, that's a big one. It's connected with your morals, because the morals, I don't know, everybody got a different set of morals. If you serve Jesus, you know those set of morals. Everybody got those things in their head that they think is wrong and right. So whatever you do, if it's connected with those morals and those standards that you have for your life, it doesn't matter what nobody thinks. Like me, I'm out here, I'm sharing my opinions or my takes on certain things. These things really connect with my heart. They really come from morals and standards I have within myself. So when I share them, it doesn't matter what nobody thinks. And if you're doing something and it's connected with that, it doesn't matter, and you will care less about what other people think. And last but not least, number 10, sometimes others won't understand. So we all know this, the purpose that God has given you, the assignment that God has given you for this season, whatever passion that he wants you to do, whatever gift he placed within you, there are going to be times that people around you, even the people closest to you, don't understand. And you know what? It hurts. I'm not gonna lie. It hurts when you see a vision, and other people can't see that vision. But God gave you that vision. That's what we say all the time, but we really need to get this in us. God gave you that vision. He didn't give other people a vision, so he gave you that vision for a reason. So it's up to you to take the necessary steps to accomplish what God has shown you, regardless of if other people agree. You understand? If you're waiting for people to agree with you, if you're waiting for everyone in your circle to agree with you, it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm talking to myself as I say this to you. It's not going to happen. So you got to make it do what it do. I'm sorry. My Ebonics come out sometimes. I speak proper, but my Ebonics comes out because I'm like a hybrid. You feel me? So anyways, I'm sorry. Anyways, stop waiting for everybody to agree. Stop waiting for everybody to see what you see. You got to make it happen regardless. And they're not going to understand, but hopefully later on, they're going to understand why you did what you did. So these were 10 amazing things that I have learned for 2021 that I'm going to carry with me in 2022 and continue to work it out and process these things and hold on to these things, because I understand that it is so important for this next chapter in my life, because I know there's so many amazing things that God wants to do with me, through me this season, that I have to completely process these 10 things and understand them and have them stuck in my head, because I need to understand these things, because this is the season for it. This is the season that I need to, hold fast to that. Hold fast to what God has told me. Hold fast to the promises. Hold fast to these 10 things that God has allowed me to go through and understand this year. So I'm so happy to share them with you guys, and I hope you guys have learned and took a little bit of something from it. And I'm going to see you guys hopefully next week. Definitely next week. I'm just going to declare that right now. And everybody, I just wish you the best this year. I pray for the best prosperity and provision and whatever that you need. May the Lord God provide it for you. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Happy New Year.